think this is working. This is take 2. Is everybody okay? Can y'all join in? I don't really know what just happened, but I'm sorry if you joined and something weird happened. But this is a really random Periscope because the Lord just put something on my heart while I was doing laundry. So first I want to start off with, this is my office. So this is my 6-month-old, almost 7-month-old named Nolan. Hey, Kyla. We were just talking earlier. So can you say hi? Can you say hi? All right, this is Nolan. And so first of all, I just wanted to show you. This is what I'm doing. This is my mundane right now. So this half is my office. Right here is our laundry room. And then this is what I've been working through for a really long time. So all of our laundry. So somebody else is doing, what are y'all doing right now? Like I said, I'm just doing the laundry, taking care of Nolan, and just wanted to hop in for a really quick Periscope. Hello, Mama. That's my sweet mom joining in. Running errands, painting. Oh, I'm so glad you're painting, Kyla. Waiting for your flight. So fun. So some people are probably going on trips right now to see family. And I just wanted to hop on. Literally, like, the iron is still hot. And I just knew that the Lord wanted me to talk about finding stillness in the chaos right now, because I feel like life is really chaotic and I needed some stillness. So I figured we could all jump on together making snacks. So fun. I love seeing what everybody's doing. Thank you again for joining in the most random time of the day. But I feel like 3 o'clock is probably one of the most mundane moments of the day. Like everything that y'all are saying right now, doing bills, fun times, yeah. Not necessarily fun, but it's all the mundane things. So pretty much everybody, the things that you have listed are regular, ordinary tasks. And so right now it's kind of just these are the hours that we just get stuff done. So for me, I'm trying to do all of our laundry right now. I have basically my husband has no shirts that aren't wrinkled. And so I've let him pile up. So right now I'm doing laundry. And there's so many things that I would love to be doing. And the Lord, whenever I was just ironing these shirts, he reminded me this morning about what I read about finding stillness in the chaos of life. And so much of life feels chaotic and not still. It feels loud. And like all the things that you just said, some of you are moms, some of you are students, maybe you're in college, and you said you use wrinkle spray. That's what I'm using too. And so there's different things that are surrounding us at any given time that just feels chaotic and feels not still. And so I used to kind of beat myself up over the verse, "Be still and know that I'm God," because I would think, oh, so bad at stillness. And my life is so totally not still. You can hear Nolan just kind of squealing over there right now. But when you read all of Psalm 46, the whole psalm, not just verse 10, you see that the whole circumstance surrounding this psalm is not still at all. It's not just some peaceful, quiet moment. No, it's completely loud. And it's completely, like you said, you feel like the world is so loud. And it's completely chaotic. And so if you read it, it says that literally the earth is giving way, the mountains are quaking, there's wars, just all of these things that are happening. And so every day I feel like we've got these things that go on around us. Maybe our to-do list feels chaotic and it feels like it's too much. I have mine sitting right here, actually, and I look at it and I can feel super overwhelmed by it. Honestly, I've looked at our laundry and I felt so overwhelmed. So we look at this and we see, okay, the mountains aren't quaking necessarily, but look at the circumstances of your life. What does the chaos feel like? What is loud in your life? And so whenever we look at this psalm, there's so much hope we see in it, because the Lord, he tells us to come and to behold his works. So how do we do this in regular life? So that's why I'm kind of joining in with you right now, because this week in our plan and study, we're talking about stillness. And I know that for me, doing laundry is just so boring. And I think, oh my goodness, there's so many things I could be doing, but I just have to stand here and iron these shirts, and it just takes so long. And so how can we make that full? How can we make that joyful? How can we be still and know that we are God? Well, that we are God. Okay, everybody just rewind. I meant that he is God, not we are God. Yeah, let's just erase that. I did not mean to say that. Obviously, I need another cup of coffee. But how do we do that? And so the words "be still" in the Hebrew, it literally means to cease striving, and it also means to sink deep. And so my mom just said I sound like my dad. My dad used to be a pastor, and whenever he was a pastor, he actually I think that he was telling everybody to sing a hymn, and he said to sing "We Are Lord." And so that's why my mom said that, is because I literally just did something like my dad would do. So obviously he is Lord, and know that he is God. And so we sink every day into our to-do list. Last night I had to write down all these things that I was overwhelmed by before I went to bed, because I couldn't stop thinking about it, and I felt like I was just sinking in all of these worries. And so God, he's calling us not to sink in all of our worries and all of our laundry. And tests are over with for students, but in the tests that you're studying for, in the decisions you're making in life, not to sink and be overwhelmed by those things, but to literally stop striving, stop trying to figure it all out and do all these things, and just to know that he is God. So we can do that. Sometimes we can't physically stop. Right now, I can physically stop for a little bit, but most likely my baby's going to fall over and I'm going to have to get up and get him. But we can also be still in our heart. We can cease that striving in our heart by just handing the Lord all of our worries. And even I was just listening to worship music while folding the laundry, and I just sort of got this like fresh sense that the Lord was with me, even in that moment, in just the mundane moment of ironing these shirts that I'm looking at right now, that he is with me, and that he is for us, and that he wants us to know him. And so I can even be still as I'm ironing those things in my heart and just go, Lord, I can just praise him for who he is. Whether that's praising his character, or just maybe thinking back on this past year. We're almost done with the whole year, and just remembering that he has been so faithful. He has never once forsaken me, never, ever in my whole life. Even in the hardest times, in the hardest things that I've ever been through, he has not forsaken me. And so I just wanted to stop really quick and just talk about that, because we're at the mundane hour of the day, and I feel like we need that reminder that even if you can steal away for 1 minute just to be still, maybe just to stop everything and just to put the laundry down, put down all the things that you're doing, and just go, okay, God, I trust you, and I love you, and I know that you love me in this moment. Or if you can't stop, maybe you're traveling. I think, Brooke, I saw that you were traveling right now, or you're prepping for family to come in, that we can have a still and a quiet heart that is not overwhelmed and sinking in all of our worries, but that we're just literally sinking and relaxing in our Father who loves us. And so I challenge you to look at all of Psalm 46. It's only 11 verses, and just write down all those points. See that everything was chaotic surrounding that psalm. And so when our life is chaotic, we can know, it says twice, the Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. And so write that somewhere today. Say, the Lord of hosts, he is with me. The God of Jacob, he is my fortress. So say those things, pray them, believe them. And as you go through all of your mundane tasks today and getting ready for Christmas, I hope that just encourages you just to stop striving, because the Lord, he's got it. He's in control. Whenever it feels like the mountains are quaking and the earth is trembling, he's not going to let it fall apart beneath your feet. And so sometimes we just need to preach that truth to ourselves. We need to look at the psalm and say it out loud. Or for me, I just literally hopped on Periscope because I felt the Lord prompting me to do that. And just to share that stillness is, it's a posture, but it's also a state of our heart. And so I pray that we can find ways to do both of them throughout the day, just to remember that there's so many small things that we do each day, but God, he takes the mundane and he makes it glorious, and he shows us his gospel of grace through it. So that's just my encouragement to you today. And I would love to hear, what are y'all doing right now? And what are some ways that you can find just to be still, even over this next week with Christmas and New Year's and family? What are some ways that you can carve out time, or even in your heart, that you can choose to just be still and remember him? Thank you so much for that encouragement. It's so sweet. And the one thing is just, I would love to Periscope more, but a lot of times I wait for the moment just to be still, and it's not. And so, like you said, just now, be in the moment. The Lord reminded me of that earlier, that I don't need to wait to share whenever everything looks picture perfect, and when the laundry's done, and when my baby's napping, because he hasn't napped very good today. So I just want to be faithful to share and to be with y'all, and to go through life with y'all, just sort of like right where life is. So I'm writing down things to be thankful for. I love that. I was just doing that today. So I'm going to hopefully do a Periscope tomorrow or Wednesday, because I'm trying to get a blog post on the Live Life Beautifully journal. But the whole point of this journal, it's a weekly journal. It's got some prompts at the beginning and the end, but is to write down ways that God's been faithful. And it's basically just to see his fingerprints of activity all over life. Someone asked, did I miss the Periscope about your new Bible? You did not, because I have not done it yet. And I'm going to try to do those before Christmas. Friday was just crazy, and I tried to get all this stuff done, and that just didn't happen for some reason. But I will do that Periscope. I'm probably going to do that as a separate one because I don't have all that stuff together. But I did want to share with y'all about my new Bible, why I got a new Bible to start the new year, and I also have a challenge for our new year, and I haven't shared about that yet, so I'm going to try to get a blog post, but it's a challenge for us to get into the Word in 2016. It's not just about making goals and things that we can check off, but it's about doing one thing, just focusing on one thing. So we see that over and over in the Bible, those two words, one thing is necessary. And so for that to literally shape all of our goal setting, just the one thing that we want to get into the Word and get the Word into us. And so I'm excited to share about that because the Lord, I was making a million goals the other day of things I wanted to do, and He just had me step back. He actually had me stop for a little bit and just go, okay, I just want one thing. You just need to do one thing and let that shape everything else that you do. So I'm getting really excited. I'm praying about that one thing, and I'm going to share it with y'all. It's going to be a challenge for the Life Live Beautifully community, and it's something that we can tangibly do all of next year together. So I'm really excited. You had that preached on Sunday. That is so cool. See, the Lord just bringing this up in all of these places. So I'm really, really excited. But I'm going to go take care of Nolan. I'll show y'all him one more time because he is literally, I don't know if you can see this, he is scooting. If y'all saw that, he was like over there at the beginning, and this is him. So I have to watch him now because he's all over the place. And there he goes. Can you say bye? Hey, can you say bye to everybody? Yeah, he's going to teach me to be still and to know that the Lord is in control. Can you say bye? All right, bye friends. We'll talk to you tomorrow.